everyone, and welcome back to Caught Lookin. As always, I am your host, Meg, and joining me tonight are Ash, Sarah, Molly, and Kelsey. Hello, ladies. It is
Hello.
time to overreact about the Cleveland Guardians. Are you ready?
Yes.
Born
I
ready.
have been ready to overreact.
So yeah, we are 3.5 games into the season. So again, we're recording this Sunday night. So the Sunday night game is currently happening. So you may hear some live reactions, good and bad, considering it is currently 4-0 Seattle. So hopefully we will have some exciting things to talk about as the night goes on. But we do have exciting things to talk about right now because, again, remember, this is a rough stretch. The Mariners are a good team. They were a good team last year. They got better last year or over the offseason. So it's not like we're playing the White Sox, guys. We're playing a legitimate playoff contender here. So taking two in this series is pretty damn impressive to me. I'm happy. I mean, I'm not happy with what's happening right now, but
Dude, I wanted to win 2 games just across this whole stretch in
Mhm.
Seattle and LA. So I'm glad that I will definitely
Fair.
take 2-2. I'm totally fine with that.
I was definitely really preparing for the worst. So, agreed. 2 games, I'm happy at the moment.
Yeah, I think
At the moment.
the Seattle Mariners have been like hitting massive dingers off of us, which is something to think more about with the pitching staff and is unfortunate. But the us being able to keep up is
Hmm.
inspiring, but it kind of sucks. It feels like right now we're kind of trading really good pitching and really good offense. It's like we can never have both at the same time in
Yeah,
past seasons. But I'm hopeful that the pitching is just working out some kinks. It's the first games. All of our pitchers are youngsters and working through some stuff. So I'm still hopeful. I'm not imploding yet.
yeah, for years it was just our pitching saving us. And now we have kind of a somewhat exciting lineup, obviously, and we need to put them both together. So, I mean, we can't assume too much yet. It's been
I think they'll
three
definitely
games.
figure it out. I'm not really that worried about our rotation just yet. Obviously, Sacconi's having a rough night tonight, but it's difficult to, I guess, predict how our starters would do because one, we're not starting with the 6-man rotation like we did last year, and two, like we just said, they're all so young. And so you really don't know if they can keep up their production last season or if they're going to regress. Like either one could happen. And it could happen to two of them, it could happen to three of them, or it could happen to all of them or none of them. And so that's kind of the one thing that I'm really focused on this year is just can they keep up their performance from last year? And I really hope they can. And if not, like we do have reinforcements in Logan Allen and Ben Lively when he comes back.
Hmm.
So even if like the wheels kind of start to fall off the wagon, I think all is not lost yet.
I don't want to hear Logan Allen's name ever again. Don't say that.
I
That
have a
is
little bit
Don't
of
you put
faith
that.
that
positive.
he'll get it
I I
together.
was was like, like, don't, don't. no, say no, it. no. Just Visibly cringe when you said his name. I was like, don't.
It's a
I don't want
sad
to ever
state of
see it.
affairs when he's our reinforcement, I will be
Yeah, that's.
honest.
I was
But
like, no.
That's fair, honestly.
So also
I
another
love him, but he is just not. He just does something crazy every time. He cannot lock in for the life of him, and it's like the first inning of a Logan Allen game is like the worst baseball you will ever see. It's so hard to watch him.
he does get that famous run support, though, so I don't know.
Yes, he
Maybe there's
does.
something to it.
that's true. I think maybe we just bring him up here for a game and just be like, get those bats going.
Just to
So
see if they hit with him.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah, see, exactly like you said, just that for some reason they just love to hit for him. So one other thing that you also have to keep in mind while we're talking about starting pitching. Oh my God, that just bounced off the bag. Sorry, that was really weird. I told you this is going to be a live commentary as things go on throughout this game. But a lot of our guys, a lot of our starting pitchers are coming off of really long years, their longest years. So I'm looking at Slade right now. He pitched 27 innings in 23. He pitched 77 innings in 24. He pitched 132 innings last year. So this is like his very first, that was his first year being a full-time starter and getting a lot of use out of his arm. So coming in this year it's a different kind of off-season prep, I'm sure, that he had to do to recover from last year and to prep for this year. So, and I'm fairly certain Joey's definitely the same way because he wasn't he was relatively new. I haven't looked into Gavin and Tanner, but I would probably assume, I'm fairly certain Gavin's the same way. I think he was high use last year as compared to years past. So just something else to keep in mind as we think about and watch our pitchers get through their first games. I have faith that they'll settle in. They'll figure things out.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Agreed.
It's the beginning of the season. Everyone's still trying to kind of like find their feet, except for apparently Chase DeLauter.
Yes,
Dude, what an animal.
that it's been really insane.
It's unreal what he's doing.
Like I
It
always
doesn't
knew
feel
he
like
was a
it's okay
dog,
for
but
Cleveland.
no, yeah, it's like it's crazy. I've always
like-
known he's been that guy, but it's like I didn't expect this out of him.
He
We're all
plays for
sitting here
my
like,
team.
is this allowed? Is Cleveland allowed to have a guy who hits
I
home
saw a
runs
tweet
like
that
this?
was like it said opposing pitchers realizing that the Cleveland Guardians are no longer just Jose Ramirez. It was so
Yeah.
funny.
I've seen some funny Tigers tweets about it too. They're like, of course, Cleveland has the
I think
one of
they're
the
more
best.
mad about it than we are happy. Genuinely.
Probably.
They
Most
are
likely,
so
yeah.
mad. It's hilarious.
Yeah, this
I
is-
love that some of the teammates are calling him an alien because it to like the outsider absolutely feels like it. Like we have a guy who will just hit home runs, like who isn't Jose. This is unheard of.
Well, and also, so I'm not a big mechanics person. I could not tell you what looks good and what does not look good, and why a swing looks pretty or looks ugly. But people who do know these things look at Chase DeLauter and say, "What the fuck is going on?" Because the way that that man swings is apparently not the way you're supposed to do things.
I've
Yeah,
heard that
it's
too,
very
and I didn't really get it.
unconventional. I think, I mean, I'm not, by no means a mechanics professional, but him being a pitcher for most of his life and like
Mhm.
switching, I think has something to do with it. I think he said he's self-taught in hitting. I don't think he
Yeah.
had a hitting coach.
He
Mm.
So he
did.
kind of just had to figure it out himself.
He did an interview recently. I think I can't remember if it was with Dre or if it was with someone else. But he was talking about how since he was a small guy, he had to overcompensate in his swing to generate any kind of power while
When
he
was
was hitting.
small?
When he was in like high school and early college, he went through a
Must
massive
think
have had
he
one
hit-
hell of a
spurt.
growth
What?
spurt.
Yeah,
He
he
hit
had like
his-
a 4 or like
it
a
was
5
in-
or 6 inch growth
Yeah,
spurt
it was like
when he
during
was like
his
a young
freshman
adult.
year. I think it was his freshman
That's
year at
crazy.
JMU. He hit an insane growth spurt, and after his freshman year is when he switched
Yeah.
to hitting like full
Wow.
time.
Yeah,
That's
so
crazy.
he never switched his swing. So he was
Mm.
trying to hit for power when he was small, and then all of a sudden he grew, and that swing, he just kept the swing, which which enables him to hit more powerfully now with this newer big body that he has.
I see.
So it's pretty crazy too. Like that. So that was last night, Saturday, the extra innings home run that he hit up and outside. Like I have no idea.
Oppo, yeah.
And
Mhm.
yeah, an Oppo, like what was it, a 94
It
mile
wasn't.
per
It
hour?
was like it wasn't 100. It might have been 99 or something.
I think
but-
I
Yeah.
could count on one hand the amount of those pitches I've seen leave the park. Genuinely, like that's
Yeah.
just how are
There's
you
no
hitting that?
reason for that for anyone to swing at that pitch. First of
And
all,
a cold night.
Make
I think Rick was like, "It's
contact.
cold."
Yeah.
And he still got it out of the park.
yeah,
so.
exactly. To make contact with that and not have it just be like a squibbler, it be an opposite field home run is absolutely insane. It doesn't. That was the first time when I looked at him and like watched that replay, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it just shows how much raw power he has. And I think he just has crazy hand-eye coordination for him to be such a good hitter with those mechanics. Like,
Mhm.
because I don't know how he does it. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about mechanics either at like a professional baseball level, but the fact that he has like he doesn't really have a follow through. It almost looks like he just kind
Chops
of
it.
waves at the ball. Yeah, like he'll wave at it or chop at it, and he'll just make contact every time. Like I
Like his
don't
elbows
know
are
how he
tucked
does
the
it.
whole time. Like I've watched them in slow
Yes,
motion.
yes.
I was like, how are you doing this? You're unreal.
Yeah, it's insane. He just has such innate power and talent and just coordination to be able to pick out pitches like that.
Slade just walked another person, so that has been probably the most frustrating part of the command situation with the pitchers is the walks have been crazy.
Gavin walked a lot too on
Yeah,
his
like it
start.
is.
He had six, right?
I think he had more walks than strikeouts for most of the game, and then like right towards the end of his outing, I think he got more. Like I think it was six. It's just like we cannot be serious. Like that was kind of a funny thing from last year too, is like, can we not have a 20 pitch first inning from one of our starters? It always
Seriously.
takes them so long to lock in if they do ever lock in. It's like similar with Tanner lately, is like there's just this difficulty with setting down the I mean, they're the best guys, so I get it. It's like the one, two, three hitters, but then we come up and our a lot of our innings are always like 9 pitch innings. With Chase, it's been better, but I remember last season that being so frustrating to like have one, two, three innings after having like walk, the error,
Mhm.
and then somehow we never give up a run or like one, and it's always controlling damage. So I would like to see that get under control before it gets too crazy.
Well, Gavin led MLB in walks last
Hmm.
season, and
Is
it's
that
just kind of
true? Wow.
frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh my God.
frustrating to know that like this is still going to be a problem. Like, of course, I don't think that everything is going to be solved in one off season, and he's still a young guy. So I
Hmm.
do think like, yeah, like we shouldn't be like I don't want to overreact too much. There's a ton of room for growth, and I'm just hoping that he does kind of like figure it out because obviously his stuff is there, but it's it's just frustrating. It's like a slog at the beginning right now, and I don't want to keep watching these walks happen.
If he can get his walk rate down, I mean, he is this team's ace because he has everything else going for him. Like he has the velo, he has the command, like
You don't
he
think
has the
Tanner?
power. No, honestly, like I see Gavin Williams as more of an ace than Tanner Bybee, and I have for like
I think his head
most
is
of
on
last
more
season
straight than
too.
Tanner. And
I would
kind of
Yeah.
agree
felt
there.
similarly where I'm
Hmm.
like, oh, jeez. Sorry.
No, I just thought the exact same thing
Did
you
something
did.
happen?
We did not make the play in the outfield, so they're scoring again.
Oh God, I got it up on my phone and mine's delayed now, so I'm like, damn
I started
it.
watching the broadcast so that I wouldn't give any spoilers. But yeah, I think Tanner, he's just too hot-headed and like I don't know what happened with his shoulder inflammation. That was a little concerning, obviously.
Vote did say that Tanner threw a bullpen yesterday, I think.
Yeah,
Early.
I
Yeah,
think it
Oh,
was like
Yeah.
a 26 pitch
Yeah,
bullpen,
yeah.
and
and
he said
he
he
and he
he said he
felt
did
fine.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. A
I
shoulder
will
cramp.
so I will say I'm okay with the way that they're handling this so far because I feel like over the past couple years, notably with Shane Bieber, notably with Ben Lively, both of those guys have said in interviews after their Tommy Johns. Actually, I just saw the Ben Lively one. Ben just did an interview with somebody recently and admitted to this that he felt bad and felt his arm give out a game before he was pulled. And Shane said the same thing, that even though he was throwing very well, he could feel his arm, or at least it's not, I think it was a Hedgie interview that he gave after Shane came out.
Shane's was on opening day, wasn't it?
He pitched another game. He pitched at least two
Oh,
games that year, I'm fairly certain.
okay. So then he's saying that on opening day is
Yeah, I
when
think he
he,
felt it opening day, but he played again afterwards,
damn.
Yeah,
despite that.
exactly. Both of these guys have said we felt something in one game and we pushed through to the next game, and that's
Mm.
when the arm imploded. So Tanner coming up and saying, guys, something doesn't feel right, and immediately taking himself out and not fighting, because again, we know that Tanner is
Hmm.
a fighter. He literally fought Vote on the mound to stay in a game. So
That's why I
Don't
thought it was
pull a Baker
bad.
Mayfield, Tanner.
exactly,
If
like
it hurts,
him.
just let them know. I'm glad he did that.
Exactly. Like that right there, I feel like is a huge sign of maturity and knowing your body and recognizing and not saying, "Oh, I have to push through." Like, no, you have to make sure that you don't get out with Tommy John and are gone for 2 years. Like that is how you pull through for your team. You take yourself out for a second and make sure that you're okay. So it sounds like he's going to be okay, and it sounds like he's going to be able to make his next start, but not pushing, hopefully helps him. And now they're able to monitor it better. So if he does feel something again or they see something again, they can pull him and hopefully do a smaller kind of IL stint or something like that, some non-surgical, not repairs, but
Monitoring.
yeah, exactly. That won't keep him out for, 2 years.
Yeah, I mean that's what we've been doing kind of like NBA wise. We have so many players that are always like dealing with some sort of inflammation and
Hmm.
going back and forth. So it's just kind of disheartening, I guess, that it is the beginning of the year and it always feels like on our first games we have some sort of
Yeah.
problem. So I think it was just a little disheartening as local hero Luke Rayleigh drives in another run for the Mariners.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Seamless
game
transition.
day and it says, in play runs. You hate to see it.
He went to Lake Erie College, so he's
Oh,
local.
Rocchio
Luke
just
Rayleigh
missed that
did?
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've
It's
mentioned
Oh
it
my
on
God.
broadcast.
it's
Him
funny.
and
Canzone.
Canzone
Canzone's
or
from
yeah, there.
Cleveland.
Yep.
funny aside,
Yep, they're
I
pulling Slade.
my friend got married in October 2020 and he was maybe the best man, but he was at least a groomsman. And I remember she was like, "Oh shit, he just got called up, so he's not coming to the wedding." He like literally got called up that week.
That's a fair reason to miss a wedding, I think.
Yeah, they didn't mind.
Crazy
They had a
timing.
life-size cardboard cutout of him at the wedding.
I love
So
that.
it was like
That's
he was
great.
there.
Wow.
But it does suck. I was like, man, I missed my chance. Like I might have like met him in passing at one of her parties or something, but I never like formally met him. So I was kind of like, darn.
Womp womp.
Yeah. But
What?
cool side because he's doing well today. And she goes to the games and like when the Mariners come here, she wears Mariners gear, which is like,
Boo. Girl,
come
no.
on, man. Mm-mm.
Root for your friend, but you still got to root for the guards.
I
Get one of
know.
those half and half jerseys.
Yeah. Or
Yes.
wear like a Mariners hat with your Guardians jersey and just be like, it's
Right.
because I know him, but I'm still a Guards
Right.
fan.
Yeah, like
Hmm.
I root for him in general, but he has been
Personally.
kind of
Yeah.
whacking us around this series.
Both of the Cleveland guys have been just absolutely
Yeah.
murdering us.
Mm.
Except, Josh Naylor, we've luckily avoided having to deal with a Naylor Bowl situation,
Yeah. Josh is cold. He's not hitting anything right now,
which is
so
crazy because Andres, I think before today or something, had like the best batting average so far. So it's just so funny how it works out that way. But
I
I'm
know
happy for
Jimenez
him.
leads the MLB in hits
That's crazy.
coming
Chase,
into today.
Oh,
Chase DeLauter leads the MLB in home runs.
Only
He has
three
more home
actual
runs than like
teams.
75% of the
No,
teams.
literally,
Yeah, I saw
there's
that
three
stat too.
teams that have more home runs than him. It's like
That's
the Angels,
funny.
the Dodgers, and I forget who the third is. And
It's
this is Chase
crazy.
DeLauter.
Who would have thought that the little old guards would get a guy who can hit home runs?
Certainly none of us.
No. So that's
Not
one
Tigers
thing.
fans either.
That is also one thing that's interesting to look for over the next kind of couple years as this round of drafted kids comes up, because a couple years back the Guardians changed what they were looking for when it comes to drafting, because before it was, slap hitting guys who get the ball in play type of dudes, and they shifted their and pitchers obviously. um
That goes without saying.
yeah, because they still draft pitchers. They still have a bunch of those guys that they collect like infinity stones. But they changed the way that what they were looking for when it comes to hitters and fielders. And they're looking for more power guys. So that's how we got Chase. That's how we got Bazana. So we're finally getting this group of guys that are going to be debuting who can actually hit for power. So it's going to be very interesting over the next couple of years as these guys make their way through the system and get promoted, to see how not the culture, but the kind of makeup of the team evolves. And if this guard ball, ooh, sorry, Bo just got hit by a foul ball.
Oh, I see it.
It like echoes down. Ooh, ooh.
Right to the face.
Oh,
Not that
He
beautiful
kind of fell in
face.
slow motion too. It was kind of weird.
Oh, the
Yeah.
umcam
Oh.
is so mean. It's like a little puppy fell on the street.
Oh.
Poor guy. But yeah, I feel I've had that happen to me a couple times where I'm like, who is this pitcher? Like with
Yeah.
all of the young guys that were like, who is Pallet? Oh my God. We just hit
Girl,
another
don't.
guy.
Oh, Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
This has been the hit by pitch game, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Even our own guys. We're not even leaving it just to hit the Mariners. We're hitting our own guys
Yeah.
too.
The worst part is they've
Mm.
been like hitting the ground, then the guy. It's like that's not
So it's not
even.
even like we're doing damage. We're just like, if you're gonna hit the dude, at least cause him a little bit of pain.
Yeah.
That's dumb. Yeah, this game kind of sucks.
And then I've also been kind of sad about Steven Kwan, my favorite player, has been that's been a little bit sad to see because he's kind of had a noodle bat situation. I mean, I know last night in the extras he hit that bunt, and he's always been really good at laying a bunt, but I mean, he was certainly helped by the error. So I don't
Yeah.
want to say that that was all him, but it certainly contributed. But I just feel like he's not, he's definitely not locked in like he normally
Hmm.
is at the beginning of a season.
He didn't even have the best spring training either, at least to his standards. And
Yeah.
I really hope he's not just kind of in his head about like trade speculation or whether
Yeah.
it's his last year on the team. Like I find it hard to believe that that's like a big issue with him, but I do feel like, yeah, he's not there mentally like he usually is. And especially when he challenged that one call that
Oh,
was
that
a
was
clear
so,
strike. I was
yeah.
like, "Oh, Steven, you're smarter than that, buddy. Like what's going
And
on?"
then they let Rokio challenge one too, like, no, no, stop.
Yeah, that's
No, they
yeah,
need
that's
to.
actually a good segue to what
Mhm.
I wanted to discuss too is the whole ABS challenges because I
It's been
think
so
just
fun.
the first couple games of the regular
Mhm.
season, it's interesting to see like how they've been using them and how they're going to use them in the future because correct me if I'm wrong, Vote pretty much gave them free rein to use the challenges whenever they see fit. They wanted to take a more aggressive approach to them instead of sitting back and watching other teams do it and figuring out and learning from them. And I do like that approach. I like being aggressive with it, but I think that makes it easy for like emotions to get in a way,
Hmm.
especially, yesterday's game with Arozarena, who he what is it? They called it a strikeout when it was a 3-2 count. Called a strike. Rosarina got heated and he challenged it right away, and it ended up being overturned for a walk. And
Hmm.
so I don't know if players just kind of see that and like they see it in the moment, they get fired up and they think they can win the challenge. So like that's part of it, but that's just like growing pains, I think. They'll figure out the best way to utilize them in the best situations too. And I think like giving them free reign to like challenge whenever they want now at the beginning of the season is probably a good idea. And then as the season goes on, they'll learn more appropriate times to use them. And I think they'll be more strategic about it.
I don't remember what game it was, but I'm 95% sure that somebody got an ABS ejection today.
That was a Twins
Oh,
Is
yeah,
manager.
that the
yeah.
Twins? So I
Hmm.
Yeah.
wonder if that's going to be an issue, not just for obviously our team, but just any team moving forward. Because
Overall.
like what we're 4 days in, and that's already happened. So that's something
Yeah.
else. And I see that
Wow.
I can't remember if like if Vogt said that he doesn't want our pitchers challenging
Our vote
because
has
I can
specifically
see
said
heard
he
that.
does. Yeah.
Tanner Bybee is the issue. I think there. I think Tanner
And
Bybee
and
would get
Slade,
in
I can
some
see
I fully,
Slade being
serious
an
yes.
issue with
trouble.
that
Yeah.
too.
I see
I
both
think
of them. Yeah, I
yeah.
agree with that. And I heard in an interview with somebody, a reporter, I think, mentioned asking Vote about that, and I think he said that he has told the pitchers they are not allowed to challenge, which I fully agree with.
Yeah, I
So
agree
I
100%.
agree.
what I was gonna say is, Sarah, originally I had slightly different thoughts about ABS, which I think I'm liking it so far. I think it's good. Originally, I was gonna say we need guardrails, but I like your thought that letting the guys kind of figure it out on their own at the beginning of the season when it doesn't count as much, as opposed to later down the line,
High
kind of like
leverage.
with a toddler, as they need to learn how to navigate the world, and you can only safeguard so much. So sometimes you need to let them get hurt.
Yeah,
So that they learn
exactly.
that this is not a good idea.
Let them do dangerous things safely.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, so this is let them make stupid decisions right now during games 1, 2, 3, 4. And then hopefully in game 160, where we might be in a clinch scenario, they will make smart decisions then because they learned not to challenge something on an 0-1 count and the second inning.
Well, that's why
Yeah, unless it's just like blatant. Like unless
Yeah.
it's a ball like a foot out of the
Yeah.
zone, then that would be the obvious exception. But and
that
like I
was a
do
pitcher
see
challenge was Helsley. That's what the Twins manager got
Yeah.
thrown out on was because Helsley challenged it, which that was like the first pitcher I've seen do it. I
I
haven't
think
watched
that
all
is
the
the
games,
first pitcher, actually. I remember seeing
Super
somebody
ballsy.
commentating about it.
but
Yeah, I
they
think
thought
I've
he
seen it
didn't do it
mostly from
fast enough.
catchers. I
Yeah.
think I've seen it
Yeah.
mostly from catchers
And
over
catchers
anybody
have been
else.
somebody did a count of all of the calls so far, who challenged and what the percentage is. Basically, batter, catcher, pitcher,
Yeah.
who challenged and what the percentage. Right now, batters are at a like 43% overturn rate, whereas catchers are at like a 65 overturn rate or something like that.
that's interesting. I'm so curious to see what those stats are going to be at like the middle of the
Me
season, at like the
too.
All-Star break,
Mhm.
and then at the end of the season too. That's going to
Who's
be
going to be
really
the worst
interesting.
team at challenging? It'll probably be
Yeah.
us.
It's looking
So
like
far,
us
There's
right
going to be
now.
lots of
working out for
If our
insights to be
pitchers,
drawn.
if our pitchers could challenge, it would be us 100%.
We need to
100%.
get Austin back behind that plate because that man, he'll drive our average back up. We'll be fine once we get him
Is there a
catching again.
reason he's not catching right now?
He got hit with a pitch on the hand, on the right hand during the last
Yeah.
training game.
Oh, okay. I
So
didn't even realize that.
he's day to day. He's not on the IL at all. They're
Okay.
just evaluating, but because it's his right hand, it's his throwing hand.
Okay.
They need to be careful about that. But nothing, their scans were clear. Nothing was broken. I think just like a deep bone bruise or something like that. So yeah, he's been benched. He has been the helmet holder basically currently.
But
He's been
speaking
a
of
sword
catchers,
wielder.
David
Yes,
Fry.
also the sword
Oh my gosh, the
Yes,
sword
David
wheel
Fry,
is so
that was
funny.
nice
But
to
David
see.
Fry catching made me
Oh my
so
God,
like,
yeah.
It wasn't
happy.
fun.
I
I was happy
Like,
to see him, but I
yes.
was struggling.
Mixed
I didn't think he was
feelings,
like
mixed
calling the
feelings.
game very well. I don't know. I
Yeah.
think I'm nitpicking, and I'm so happy he's healed and back with us, but I don't know. There was
It's like
I
it's
felt
good
some
to see
growing
him there.
pains.
Yeah, it's good to see him there, but it's like, okay, let's warm into this a
Kelsey's
little
happy,
quicker.
so I'm gonna watch TV for a second. Hold on, something's happening. She's ahead of all of us.
We got a
so.
walk,
K-Fizz is
so
up.
we have a base runner. Oh my
Yay.
God.
Did he get hit? Poor
I don't know
Cafis.
if
I
he
think he got
or if
hit.
it was okay. I wasn't
I
quite
feel
sure.
like K-Fizz
It's
walks a
saying hit
lot
by
now.
pitch, yeah.
Our bald boy.
Yeah, we were having a discussion about
Wait, they're
how
changing the pitcher? Are they? Oh no, dang it. Oh my God, I want to
I was
get
gonna
rid of
say, are
this
they
guy
scared of Brian
so
Rocchio?
bad.
They should
It's
be
still
scared of Brian
Rocktober. It's
Rocchio.
fine.
so this is Hancock. This guy reminds me, he looks like Nolan Jones combined with who else? Kobe Allard.
No, I was
Oh
gonna say I know
yeah.
exactly who you're
I
thinking
see
of. I
it.
see it. I see
Yeah,
it.
that is Nolan
Whoa,
Jones
that's
combined with
weird.
Colby Allard right there. That's who
Oh,
that guy is.
I can't unsee that.
Roki
Sorry, guys.
Badonkadonk looks a little bigger. I feel like he is
He's got
doing
batting
better
gloves
this
in his
year.
back. He's got his sliding gloves in his back. That's why it's
No, I can tell the difference.
No, he's locked in. It's the aura. He's got some aura.
I hope so.
Why did he take that pitch like that?
No, Kelsey, stop
Mm.
it.
Sorry.
Kelsey, like I
I'm-
tell Tim
yeah.
Stebbins, delay yourself by 10 seconds.
I'm watching the
please.
same broadcast. I'm watching
I don't know.
Peacock.
For some reason, you're way ahead of us. Yeah, it just happened.
I'm like
I'm a
half a
YouTube
pitch
TV
behind you.
subscriber, I guess.
Mute yourself right before you're about to say something. If we do something good, just hit
Kelsey
that mute
needs to
button.
like shut down her video so that we can't see her
No,
reaction.
I
That
can
That
do
was
a
the
poker
unluckiest
face.
play.
I can do a poker
That was
face.
off the bat so quick.
Yeah, for those listening at home, Rocchio ground into a double play. So
Yeah, after I
Womp
just
womp.
complimented him.
I
Yeah.
know. We were trying to hype him up, but
He got
Yeah.
nervous.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh
oh.
well.
Before we move on from ABS entirely,
No, go ahead.
I just wanted to say that like I am so curious to see the patterns of individual players. Like I can't wait to see Jose challenge his first pitch. Like is he going to be like I could see him being like 100%, but then you have like people who never get it right, and then I just wonder if they're going to lose privileges entirely. It'll just be really interesting to see who uses it, like who's afraid to use it, things like that. Or if it's going to go to almost just like only catchers are going to use it. We're just going to use it on defense, not on offense. I just can't wait to see what happens.
Did you guys see Salvador Perez when so there's a clip of him. He challenged 3 or 4 pitches all at the bottom of the zone, got every single one of them correct and overturned. Like it was, and he just kept doing it all game long. Like he was, and the ump behind him was getting visibly annoyed. And every time they got overturned, he was like, "Mm."
Was
Well,
that
I
the
also
was that
Sunday
Buckner?
game? He had like
I don't think it was
like
actually
No, that was the
Buckner.
Reds game.
Yeah.
He
That
had,
was
like, 6
Suarez
balls
challenged
overturned.
2 in a row from Buckner, and he was getting visibly pissed off, getting mad.
I haven't looked at any reports, but it feels like the umpiring for our games have been really accurate
Hmm.
overall, at least. So it's also just going to depend on who's behind the plate, like because like there are some umpires who are like kind of notorious for having a really
Oh yeah.
terrible strike zone.
If
So
Buckner is behind the plate, you challenge every pitch.
yeah,
This
If
does
Angel-
kind
Times
of
like
keep
these,
this
I
does
miss
kind of keep them in check
Hernandez.
though.
Yeah,
Mhm.
oh,
Like having the
absolutely.
ABS system,
Agreed.
yeah, like it keeps them in check a little bit. So that'll be interesting to see.
I mean to like not have any consequences for being a terrible umpire, I'm over it. So we need to start challenging, I think.
Yeah, I hope I mean, I don't know. Like nothing has happened for years. Like these guys, Angel Hernandez was in the league for how long? CB Buckner is still in the league making these horrible, horrible calls. Like the ump union does nothing to challenge these guys when they are objectively bad at their job. And I'm not saying it's every single umpire. There's, human fallibility and everything. And I
I've
don't
got a good
expect.
stat for you,
Oh yeah.
actually, Meg. An ABS challenge overturn rate so far, 35 games, 69% for the oldest umpires, the
Oh, I
10
did see
oldest,
that.
and 39% for the youngest umpires. That's from Codify. I bookmarked it because I wanted to mention it if we talked about ABS on the show.
Yeah.
So that's it's so crazy because you think like veteran better, but it's like no, they just like
Either
don't
they're
call
stuck in
very
their
well.
ways
Yeah.
or their vision is going.
I was gonna say, I wonder if
Mandatory
they
eye
see it
check,
differently.
please.
Yeah, I'm wondering like where the difference is in that. Did something change in the way that umpires have been taught over the past decade or whatever? That makes their strike zones more accurate now than the older guys? Or is it just because they're old and they're
I
not
would
as good at their job
assume,
anymore?
I mean, I would assume totally conjecture, but like I'd assume that the older umpires aren't used to or are less used to having like the strike zone shown on the TV where like everyone is watching it and saying, how good or how bad one is. So I think they probably just got used to their own strike zone and like the newer ones are probably more aware of needing to be accurate.
Needing to actually shift the strike zone for every batter, whereas the
Hmm.
old guys are like, nope, this is the imaginary box that hovers above the plate. It does not change for anybody.
They probably
Hmm.
also just can't bend down as far.
They just got
My
bad
knees,
knees.
dude, my knees, I could never, ever, ever do this job. It
I'm
would
gonna
kill me
actually start
instantly.
studying that and look at how different umpires stand behind the plate.
Check out
It's
how
curious though,
deep
because
they squat.
yeah, well, I feel like you don't see this with other, like, I feel like the officials in every other league can adjust so well to any rule changes, any differences, and I feel like the MLB is just not at that point, and that's why you're seeing this.
I think that's like, I think it's an interesting point because I I think Manfred's like the pioneer at this point. He's put in so many different changes, and for pretty much all of them, I feel have been great. They've been like so seamless and excellent for the game. Like the ABS challenges have been so fast, and they've actually been like dramatic, a lot of them. Like Suarez doing 2 in a row against Buckner to I think then he ended up like the inning was going to end 2 different times, and then the Reds
Yeah.
ended up scoring like 2 runs because
Hmm.
Suarez was so aggressive and because the umping was so bad. And it's just so interesting to think back to all of these games before this. Like, oh my God, what could have happened? What should have happened if it was called correctly? And people are calling for like total robot umps, but I actually like this better because it just, I said this in spring training, there's so much strategy. Now everybody has to be smarter. The catcher has to be smarter, the batter has to be smarter, the pitcher has to be smarter, and the ump. And so it's like having the robots, like it takes out all of the fun and excitement of like, oh, is he gonna challenge that? I hope he doesn't challenge that, like depending on what side you are on. I don't know.
I
I'm
agree.
really excited to see all the stats as they gather up. Like
Hmm.
this team's the worst, this team's the best, this guy is the worst, this guy is the best, this ump has had the most overturns. Like not that this sport needs more statistics, but we all love the statistics. So it's kind of, I don't know, I'm super hyped. Like I think it's gone great. I've watched pretty much every video of every challenge that's been posted because I'm like, oh, I wonder what happens. So I don't know. I think it's really awesome. And I think the umps deserve it.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
100%
sure.
agree.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was just about to say, good news, we didn't hit Donovan again. Bad news, he still got on base. So,
Can
but
he
there's
stop
improvement.
hitting against
We
us? I'm
didn't hit
so
him.
serious.
No,
That was just a
literally.
ground rule double, wasn't it?
That was, I don't know what the fuck just happened. Like nobody caught that. Like they just, nobody got
It
to
was
it.
kind of in no man's land, but I'm not sure how hard Kafis was hustling there.
Look, nobody, he
I
was
think
that.
he was closer to center field than he was.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
he
I
was a
see.
little
It's just like,
far from it.
Yeah.
I'm really glad I don't have Peacock right now.
that was
You know what?
just
I'm
Yeah,
saying this.
Kafis
Yeah, this
as
is
a
horrific.
I'm saying this as a Kafis truther. I don't think he's a left fielder. That's just too much ground for him to cover.
Quan might
It
have
was
gotten
just
there.
it was just a
Quan
perfectly
might have
placed
gotten
ball,
there, and if
and he
he
was
didn't, it would be like a half second too late. Like
Yeah.
Well, we were
even stream,
talking
why
about
stream it all the
how
way out of the corner?
we
Oh
were
my
talking
gosh, that
about
was just
Quan's slow
disastrous.
offensive start and like how much of it has to do with the fact that he's trying to learn a new position. Like, is that also
Yeah.
getting in his head? I don't know. I have
I mean,
very
that
mixed
could be,
feelings about the
yeah.
center field thing. So,
Yeah, I mean, he has played center field before. He was a center fielder in college, so it's
Yeah, I
not
was
like
gonna say
it's a
in college.
completely it's
True.
not a completely new position for him, but obviously relearning it at a major league level could, be causing some hiccups in his whole process. That's definitely
Yeah.
not outside of the realm of possibility.
And it's not like he looks. I don't think he looks bad in center field. It's nothing to do with
No,
his
he's
defense.
serviceable. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing what he's got to do. Just hope he can figure it out at the plate now.
Yeah. I
I
think
wonder
he'll get
if
there.
when George Valera comes back, if they're going to move him back to left field like most of the time, or if they're even still going to experiment him in center, or if this is just kind of a temporary thing. Because I think when Valera comes back, we're going to see that outfield shifted. So I don't know. He's
I would
he's on a
say,
7-day
yeah.
IL, right?
I was going to ask what his
It's a
timeline was.
small. Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
small
I'm pretty
IL
sure it's a
stint.
7-day. So like hopefully he'll
We'll hear
be
something
coming up
soon.
soon because I really just want to watch him and DeLauter together.
I like
yeah, who
that
knows?
stat of the right fielder being different for the past 15 years for us I kind of like just didn't really think about that, but it is kind of funny.
It's funny. Yeah, it's very funny.
Like
It's
we
funny
do
and sad.
we have like so many super utility guys, and it's like now moving around Quan too. It's like I get it and I understand why we're doing it, but it was kind of nice to just know that he was like plastered in left field and you could always depend on him to be there, except when he hurt his hamstring. That sucked. But like it was just moving around now. I don't even know who's in the outfield sometimes and like what's going on. I hope that I'm excited for George. I've last year thought that he looked really good, and I hope that
I agree.
PD will come back up at some
Yes,
point
me
too.
too.
Kind of forgot
Well,
about
same.
PD. Yeah.
I know he's
for
2
sure.
apples tall.
Just a baby.
He's the youngest guy ever.
The only
So-
Gemini on the team.
Speaking
He's
of
playing in Columbus, right?
yeah, he's in
He's
Columbus
doing
Yeah.
right now.
good.
Yeah.
Speaking of right fielders, we at least can rest assured that the Jonathan Rodriguez experiment is over in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was traded to the Orioles for Carson Rusted.
Yeah, it was a relief
Another
pitcher.
pitcher.
Yeah, well, duh, of course.
I can't
What
wait
else?
for J-Rod to hit 4 home runs off of us next time we see him.
I mean, at least he's going someplace where he's got a
Yeah.
buddy and he knows the coach. Like, there's some familiarity there. So I'm glad. Like,
And
whenever
I'm sure
we,
he'll play there too,
yeah.
you know.
So, and also the Orioles need a little bit more color. So,
I'm feeling a little vindicated that, they're always like, we start on the West Coast because Cleveland's too cold. And they just said it feels like 33 degrees with the roof closed in Seattle, and everybody's
Jesus.
like frigid
you can
over
see
there.
their breath.
They're wearing scarves and winter coats right
Yeah,
now.
it's like,
showing some of their pride.
it's 51 degrees here.
Well, then the other excuse is going to be, well, they're already on West Coast time, so it just makes sense to stay out there. I've heard that also.
Both just
As
sound
if
like
they don't
complete
adapt all
cop-outs to me.
season.
Yeah, could we please just do at some point? The thing is though, the one year we do have an actual opening day in Cleveland, it's gonna snow.
Oh, it
Yeah.
will
Of
be a
course.
blizzard.
Yeah.
I'm
When-
certain.
When was our last opening day?
We looked this up at some point.
I was gonna say I vaguely recall.
Mm.
I remember it was maybe last year's was frigid. I think I wore like a jacket. And then 2 years ago, I think it was actually very nice because um it was the day of the full eclipse.
Okay, so we're not going to count 2020 because that was in July.
Yeah.
That was technically the last time we opened the season in Cleveland. The
Wow.
last
course it
time,
was.
yeah, I know. The actual real time, I believe, that we opened the season in Cleveland was in 2016.
What?
That's insane.
10
At least make
years?
it once every 2 years or something. If
Yeah,
you
that's
can't go
actually
every other
unreal.
year, like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was April 5th.
That is
Before that,
stupid.
it was 2012 was also an April 5th. 2011 was an April 1st. And then we had a March 31st in 2008. So we did have several there for a couple of years where we were playing in. But yeah, it's been 10 years.
It's been a decade?
since we've had a true opening day in
Dude,
Cleveland.
that's horrible.
That's crazy. I'm like actually in shock.
Yeah, I hate that actually. That just pissed me off.
That's actually bullshit.
Just pissed me off.
I will be taking this to the league, actually. I will be filing my complaints with Manfred.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but also there's like tons of East Coast teams. People being like, oh,
Cincinnati
it's
plays-
the weather. It's like, okay, but there's tons of teams there's East Coast teams playing East Coast teams. Like you can't always get out of having bad weather at the beginning of the year.
I'm fairly certain Cincinnati opens their season every single year at home.
I
At
think it's like
home.
tradition that Cincinnati
Oh.
always has opening day
Yeah.
because they were the first team, right?
Oh,
Did I
really?
make that up?
Oh, that might
I
be a
have no
thing,
idea.
actually,
It
yeah.
could be. I just thought there was some kind of black market deal that they made with Manfred.
That could also be a thing.
Either or, it's both. I feel like are very good versus. Oh no, they've done a non-opening day
Okay.
because in 2022 they opened in Atlanta.
Oh.
But literally every single other game
They were probably
they
doing
open at
some
home.
construction on
They
the
must have been.
ballpark.
Aside from that one in 2022, yeah, there must have been something going on with the ballpark. That's the only thing I can think of. Because 2022, they played in Atlanta. The last other time they played, 1990, they played in Houston. They opened the
What?
season in Houston. Every other, literally, hold on. I'm still scrolling. Hold on. Now I'm committed now. Okay, now we're into the 30s. Still opening day in Cincinnati.
How is that fair?
Still, yeah, they have only opened 3 times. No, I'm sorry, 2 times. 1990 and 2022.
2022.
Only
This is
two
the only times
times
they've opened not
they've
at home.
opened on the road.
That's crazy.
Every other time they open their
Now I kind of want to dig into those stats for every other team. I'm about to go get really nerdy after this.
Mary.
I was gonna say,
Mary, we need you. We need a spreadsheet.
Spreadsheet
Yes.
going.
Ash, you can do a spreadsheet and then
No, that would be so interesting though. Like, I hope you do that.
It
No, I
really feels
seriously
like
will.
we will be at the bottom, and then it's just like another hit against Cleveland. I I'm tired of feeling like the redheaded stepchild. Is that what
Yep,
the
no, you're right.
phrase is?
That's the phrase.
The more terrifying thing is the Dodgers have not lost a game, so I have a bad feeling
Ooh.
about what is about to happen to us.
We'll hand them their first.
I'm not scared. It's fine.
Is it a 2 or
I'm not
3
scared of
game
Kyle
start?
Tucker.
Again? It's 10-10 on for tomorrow's game.
I mean, that is the peak of I hate Cleveland from everybody. Like, why are you
my
giving us
God.
10 p.m. starts for the first
Mhm.
5, like 6
Seriously.
games?
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Now
Tuesdays is 10-10, and then Wednesdays will be 8:20.
Oh my
So
gosh. And
Oh,
today's
prime
is a
time.
7:20.
Rick Manning is
So
throwing
nice.
hot dogs out of the booth.
I was like, what is that?
Yeah, it looks like I guess so.
That
I
is so
think
funny.
I think during the 7th inning stretch at Seattle,
Hmm.
they throw hot dogs in little parachutes.
It's hot dogs from heaven. It's actually a thing that they do. And
That's
I love
amazing.
it.
I love it.
I'm going in June and I am so excited to be a part of it.
Ooh.
Seattle looks like a
definitely-
fun place to see a
I've got to
game.
get to a couple this year. I have the ballpark
Ooh, Chase
passport.
DeLauter hit. Yes, not a
I
home
know.
run, but a hit. We'll take it.
Yay.
My feed just completely cut out, so I could not see that.
Aw,
Damn.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I am
He's
not
still
It was a
using
there.
single.
Peacock. I am using an alternate site, but which shall remain anonymous.
www.notpeacock.com.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to go to Pittsburgh again this year and then Chicago to see the White Sox because I saw the Cubs. So I've been there and then I've been to PNC before, but Pittsburgh's just so easy to get to.
It is.
Yeah.
PNC
And
is
it's such a
beautiful,
nice
too.
park.
I've heard
that-
lovely things about PNC.
And then
It's gorgeous.
I'm thinking I'm debating between like going to New York or Seattle because my husband was like, we got to hit like 3 ballparks this summer. So
you come
if you
to New
have any
York, let me
tips or
know.
tricks, yeah, okay. If you are going in June, I might have to see
Absolutely, I am.
about when because Seattle was like high up on my list. It was just the time change that was like a weekend trip to New York is so much easier than trying to do
Yeah.
a weekend trip to Seattle. But I've actually never been, so I think it would be really cool. I've always wanted to see like a real roof on a
Yeah.
ballpark like that too.
Yeah, it'll be cool. I'll definitely send all the pictures. I'm going there and I'm going, there's two others. We're going to Toronto in July. I've never
Ooh.
been there. And then I'm going
Gab
to
was
see.
just there. Hit her up. I'm sure she'll
Yeah,
have
I
a
know. I
bunch
was
of
seeing her tweets. Oh my
yeah.
gosh, it looks so like French toast thing.
Oh, the Uncrustable?
Oh
Yeah,
my
that looked
gosh.
amazing.
That
Looks
looks
incredible.
so good.
Yeah.
But then also going to Baltimore when the Guards are there. So 3 new parks this year for me.
Samesies.
And I'm so
Wow.
excited for
Yeah,
that
we're
one.
we're planning that trip to Baltimore, are we
Yes.
not?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
I will be in attendance.
Yeah, we should be hopefully going to Baltimore to visit our friends Labor Day. So that's just a quick weekend trip for me. So that should be a lot of fun. But
Such
a
a
couple of the
good
ladies are
timed
coming too.
series.
I actually have been to Camden Yards before, but it was back in high school. So a bajillion years ago.
My friend and I are planning a trip to Houston in June when the
Ooh.
Guardians are down there to go to a Guards Astros game for a late birthday celebration for me. So I'm excited for that. So I'm going to hit some new ballparks too this year, hopefully.
That'll be so fun.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't wait. I want to see Houston so bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
that should be fun. So I think the last thing that we want to talk about tonight is we have a home run celebration, and I am so happy.
Finally. Oh my God. It seems
No
like we're one of
longer
the
just
last teams
clapping
to
in
adopt
the
one.
Yeah, let's have
dugout.
a little fun for once.
Yes, and I love the story behind it too. For those of you who either did not watch, I think it was the first game they talked about it, or I know Dre did an interview with Hedgie, and Stebbins and Mizell also both put out articles about it. But basically the story is that over spring break, it was like the middle of spring break too, or not spring break. I'm sorry. I'm in spring break right now. It's my kids' spring break, so that's where my mind is. Spring training. Like in the middle of spring training, like early March, the guys went to Medieval Times. A bunch of them got together. They all dressed up. And I think it was it Hoskins and Quan that dressed up as wizards?
Yes. Oh my gosh, Quan looked so goofy. I loved it.
I didn't even recognize him at
I
first.
I saw his like I zoomed in and I saw his eyes and I was like, that is Stephen
Oh,
Quan. That
it
is so
was
funny.
so yeah, so they put pictures online or on the TV, but I know Meisel's article also has one of the photos with a couple of the guys in it. But yeah, they all got dressed up. They all went to medieval times. Sounds like they had a blast. And then they bought a bunch of stuff in the gift shop. So Tanner Bybee bought a helmet, and then Kyle Manzardo bought a sword.
Which is kind of on brand. Like
As
I
one
wasn't
does.
surprised about that at all.
Yeah. So Hedgie was explaining that now, whenever, right now, it is currently Chase's helmet because he is the only one who has hit any home runs. But one, I cannot wait until Hosey hits a home run and they try to put that
Same.
thing on his head. Uh,
I was gonna say I don't think he'll accept
he is
it.
either going to play along and it'll be amazing, or he is going to like just totally brush them off and try to be too cool for school. I don't know which one it is, but yeah, we'll see. And then
They also
apparently,
start a post-game tradition where
yes,
they take the sword and they knight like the player of the
yes,
game.
Mhm.
I think
That's
Hedgie
like
is the
so funny.
niter, the specific
yes,
guy. It's in
He
his
is.
locker.
He is.
yeah,
I think it was it not his idea to go to medieval times in the first
it
place?
was, yeah,
Yeah.
That
of
would make
course it
sense.
was.
I was pretty sure he said that he planned it. I was like,
It
yeah,
sounds like
that tracks.
he's really kind of taken to the veteran
Team
and
builder, man.
exactly, yes. Like
Mhm.
he is absolutely all about keeping the vibes up, making sure the guys are, kind of all bonding together and making sure that they're all feeling good together, it sounds like. So he's really taken that kind of mantle, kind of the event planner of the of the team, especially now that he's injured, it sounds like. So he's been the one who gets the helmet out and crowns Chase after every home run. We'll see if anyone else takes that off his hands at some point here, but yeah, it's been super fun to watch the guys. I was so excited when they broke that out. But yeah, they so for the past 2 years they did the MVP of the win. They only did it in winning games, but they gave the guy a belt that Tyler Beatty previously had bought. So they would give the belt to the MVP of the winning game. So now they retired the belt and have moved on to the sword, which I love that this is just becoming a full blown theme for them. They're just carrying this medieval times thing with them through the season. I hope like more goofy shit gets thrown into the mix at some point. It looks like sometimes when they crown him too, they all yell huzzah.
They do. They do. It's quite funny.
Which again, just absolutely. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. They just popped up a graphic on Peacock that says hyphenated first in the MLB.
I was
First
reading it.
3 players with hyphenated first names: Peekaboo Veach, Pop Boy Smith, and Boom Boom Beck.
Hell yeah, brother.
That goes great with the 19th and 20th
Yes.
century baseball
Mhm.
names that we talked about.
Yeah,
That's wild.
it was
That is so
fantastic.
funny.
Oh, I wish I would have looked up that Instagram creator. There was an Instagram creator whose current hyperfixation is old-timey baseball stuff. So she pops up on my reels every so often. Let me see if I can't find her because she's hysterical and she finds just some of like the goofiest stories. Oh, here. It is Backline Nurse, BACKLINENURSE. And half of her Instagram right now is all I don't know if she's on TikTok, but I'm an old lady. I'm not on TikTok. Highly recommend giving her a follow if you really like goofy stories from the like 1800s and like early baseball times. Because she's found some really good ones that are, and she did a whole series also on goofy baseball team names, just like Sarah did.
I wonder if she's talked about Peekaboo. He was from 1884, I'm pretty sure.
That's fantastic.
I'm gonna go look.
I'm sure she's done goofy names because she does nicknames and stuff. She did a whole series on the Cleveland pitcher who got struck by lightning while on the mound. So if you haven't heard that story, you have to look it up.
That reminds me that baseball's just so whimsical and such a beautiful sport because Freddie Freeman got tagged out going to second by like getting hugged by
I
the
was just
Braves.
about to mention that. Was that Marte that did that?
Yeah,
He was
it
like,
was.
"Come here, brother. You're getting tagged out
so
anyways.
good.
Let's make this
Like,
cute."
what other sport is doing it like this? What other sport is so beautiful and so whimsical?
I feel like
There
Freddie
are
Freeman is also just that guy. Like he is.
He
Like
he took it. I mean, he really
he's
took
so,
it. He
he's
Oh, yeah.
like
so
proud that he
funny.
did it.
You have
there would be some
to.
players that'd be like,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not doing that.
absolutely not.
But
No,
he played
Freddie is
along. It was really
absolutely
He's
the
funny.
guy.
always like it's hard to like him right now because he's the Dodger, but he is unfortunately so likable.
Well, there's still that clip of it's Anthony Rizzo and chasing Freddie Freeman,
Oh
screaming
my
at him,
gosh, where he's
Frederick, laughing his ass off as he
so
chases Freddie
funny.
down. Oh, so good. I love baseball. It's a fantastic sport. I'm glad we get to do this.
I
Well,
just realized that sorry, before we,
No, you're
No, are
fine.
you about to
I
say the
just
same thing
realized that
I'm about
it's
to say?
currently a one-hitter.
I know. I can't even
Oh.
think about it.
I was
Chase
gonna
DeLauter
say
once again carrying the team.
I was about to say why is Angel Martinez in center field and Quan is in the dugout? That's my current thing.
Oh, I missed
Oh.
that. I
I
wonder why
just
they took him
noticed
out.
that. Yeah.
I saw it and then I didn't really put two and two together.
He doesn't
but
seem. I mean, I didn't see
They're
him
probably
get
just
hurt. I'm
benching
hoping.
him.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just because like
They're just putting the B squad in, just like they did
Yeah.
for.
it's one of those games like
Why
let's not
bother
risk
at this
anything.
point?
He's played every game so far,
Yeah,
so
because I saw that and I was like, whoa, red flag. But he seems okay, so fingers crossed.
I'm sure they were saying something on broadcast, but
Yeah, it's garbage
Obviously.
time. They're just emptying their benches.
Yeah. letting the kids play. What are you
Yeah.
gonna do? All right. Well, hopefully we can wake up and upload this episode tomorrow, and maybe we'll score a run. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at this point with this particular game. But again, we took 2 out of what was this? A 5-game series, 4-game series. We took half of them. I'm totally fine with that.
I'll take it.
Yep.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
against a team that was a win away from the World Series, I'm
Yep.
not
Yep,
upset
yep, yep,
at all.
yep, yep.
Mhm.
Exactly. And this is not, they just got better in the offseason. I mean, they signed Brendan Donovan. There's just
Mhm.
no, like, obviously. And the opening day with 2 chase home runs, them
Mhm.
balling out, I think we'll be okay. We are 4 games into the season. We're going to be fine.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine.
I agree.
Yeah. Even if we lost all the games, I would have been happy just seeing all of the Chase homers.
I wouldn't.
We're leaving
Yeah.
here with
I
something.
know, I'm coping a little bit, but
We won too. We are currently at 500.
I
It's
know.
okay.
We're tied for division lead, which is really
I was gonna
important
say
right now.
like there's the
There you
White
go.
Sox stink, the Twins stink, the Tigers are fine
Which I kind of miss the rivalry with the Twins. It's not as fun anymore.
because they suck.
I know. It's like you're boring.
And they wiped
Stay
out their
down there.
entire roster last
Oh,
year.
No, literally, they
So-
cleaned,
Dude,
they
That
cleaned
was so
house.
good.
Like
Clean
I
house.
have
Like,
some
"All right,
twins.
bye."
I have some twins friends, and I was like, "Are you guys okay?" Like legitimately, this isn't like scrolling through
No,
their
you had to do like a
Instagram
wellness check
feed.
on them.
Literally, the next day, their Instagram feed was all goodbye posts. I'm like, what is happening?
It's
Like that.
crazy.
If I was a Twins fan, I don't know how I would still be a baseball fan after that. Like if the Guardians
I think
did that,
I'd still be in the corner crying.
the Shane trade made me cry. And I'm like, I
Mhm.
understand why they did it. I don't want them to do it because I love Shane, which again, looking at it now, still the best choice.
But the
in
Twins
that.
made no sense. Like everybody was
No.
in shock. Everyone was like,
Mm-hmm.
"They're
It was
selling."
literally the Cavs in like 2017, 2018. Kelsey, do you remember when they like completely gutted their roster?
It was a
Everybody was
sellout.
getting traded
Seriously.
back to
Garage
back to back.
sale.
That is exactly what the Twins did, and it was
I just
hilarious.
like the Twins have been bad for a few years, but I didn't think that they were like bad enough to need
They were like
that
on the
They blew it
precipice.
all up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
like-
was no reason to do
I was
Well,
that.
like,
and then,
what
like,
are you
in-
doing?
In the off season, wasn't like the owner trying to sell, and then he was like, "Never
Mhm.
mind."
He
Yeah.
was, yeah.
Like,
I
what
would
was the
expect that
whole
from,
point
like,
of this?
like last year's Rockies or the year before White Sox? Like those are kind of moves you expect from those teams.
Yeah.
And if we
Yeah.
don't have baseball next year, then man, Twins fans
Mhm.
are really
Right.
in for a rough
Oh.
2-year stretch, man.
Like, I feel bad for you
Yeah.
guys. I'm sorry.
Well, I think the Twins have a really good farm system, so I think they're probably
hope
just
so, for their
hoping
sake.
for the new guys. But I mean, yeah,
I think they
we might
do,
not have
but
baseball, so who knows?
It's a very gutsy move. to do that right now, but whatever.
Well, we'll see how the year goes, regardless, for them, for us, for everybody. All right, so it's currently 7-0, top of the eighth. We at least have one hit. Can we do something, boys?
The one hit being Chase DeLauter.
Yeah, his single to right field. That's all we've got. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Can't win them all. No one's gone 162 no.
Yet.
That's how we look at it. Well, and it's not happening this year either. So that will be it for this episode. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you, ladies, for joining me today. And as always, thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on your favorite podcasting app and all of our social channels so you don't miss a thing. And join us on Discord too. We're having a lot of fun over there chatting during the games. And as always, whether you are here for the hot takes, the heartbreaks, or the home runs, don't get caught looking. Go Guards.
Go guard.
Go guards.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah!